Mahila, going over the map out that we just did, the 1556 creature. That's the Strongs for today, okay? So we have the Greek. The Greek was done at Concordia on my way out after Tapas before Paul Walker died. That was me getting with the Invisible Woman, who was my action figure at Copperfield, and my favorite women action figure. I had strong feelings for that action figure, and I had Jessica Alba, a picture of her in my BMW bag, that I kept by my bed and whatnot. And um, so anyway, the Tapas the second year. Can't remember anything past seeing the khaki shorts of the 180, and then she went to go talk to her friends, and then defended the black race outside in the parking lot, and then they tried to do a pastor hook of the jaw to me through the willy, and I have a red scar on my willy from that. That's how they hook the jaw, and then it'll look like they're talking, but they're not saying anything. So got that, and then got with AL8, who is Spanish from Canada. And that was that night. Tapa's second year before Paul Walker died. That was the Halloween dance. So that's the Greek. We have the Greek done, and the Hebrew is to roll away, which means that you don't do the K Cassius clay that you've been doing. You don't do the K Cassius clay. It also means to return the second night to have a square done. But we have that from the Chadwick Boseman that died, so that's covered anyway. But roll away means that you judge the den hook of it's a conversation of the last video. So we're having it right now. So we're doing the Strongs right now. Because it's nothing to be afraid of. It doesn't mean you have to kneel to the black race or anything. It just means that we talk this over and go over it. So um, yeah, it means that you don't do the K Cassius Clay on the women's timeline. That's what it means. If they tried to short it, then you don't do that. You go for the full Strongs. You go for whatever the seal is. Okay. So we've kind of gone back and forth to adapt to these appearances of the Native woman or anyone in my life, and through this Ben Hur system, which they max them out, is how they do it to the women. From what I hear from Bronson, I'm getting that from Bronson. They max them out, and it's Steam. They do it through Steam. They don't do it through losing willies and looking at certain screens or something like that, like some sort of you know even so, come Lord Jesus. I don't think they do it like that. I could be wrong, but what is it anyway? And is it the mark? Or we don't have to worry about all that stuff, because if you're on my channel, then you're most likely a G who hasn't done that stuff. So God bless you and God be with you. And G means that you never go down for anything. So I'm assuming that's who's left on my channel. The ones that have stuck with me, most likely foreigners. So, salut and aloha and thank you, and mahila. But Yeah, yeah, so we're not going off her timeline. We're going off the actual seal, which means you have to hit it on the seal day. That's what we're going off of. So it's a penny ped. Do they pin the knee beforehand? No, you go to Pierce. We're going to Pierce. Okay, and we're going to mobbing 3.5 years with the goo of Heath Ledger, the IM. Those are the two strongs that we're going to. Okay, because it was only a couple months, May to June, under 2 months that were between the end of the 3.5 year Chuckwalla with the goo of Heath Ledger, the IM, and the next creature, which was I have it in the message. It's a Netty base Star Wars with two horns and was mobbing 3.5 as well. That ended in November of 2022. And we've been finishing off, wrapping things up through this covenant, which has helped bind everything, finish works that were not complete from before we got to finish them all. So use that to your advantage. Don't look at it as a big doom scenario. Use the covenant to your advantage to finish things off. It helps finish things off, wrap things up, get done what wasn't finished before. If you got 90% done, get the 10% done. Finish it off. It doesn't matter if it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 25 years ago, 50 years ago. Just finish it off. Okay. Use it to your advantage. Thank you. Have a good night.